Stream is live. Game loading up. I do have a glass of water, so.
That's good.
Alright.
Well, it's going in ad right now, so. Like as soon as it started.
Huh.
At least for me.
Give me 1 second. I'm quitting the main menu. Okay, there's the audio. Hey, Claywell. Continue.
Are you having audio issues or something?
Check out what I set the audio at. Oh, okay. I have no music audio. That's right. I lowered that for some reason.
Okay.
That's...
Like I don't hear any noise from the stream.
Yeah,
Or
from the game.
yeah, from the game.
What in the actual fuck?
Check OBS. Did you update recently? Because it does that for people apparently. Like I'm not listening to the stream, so I can't tell if there's audio on the stream. But like on Discord, I can't hear anything.
Right. Well, no, it's not the stream. It's something with the game.
Oh, okay.
Because I don't have audio myself.
Ah. Okay.
So, exit.
Yeah, like fully exit the game.
Alright. Reload. Rerun.
If my computer decides to tell me anything, if it doesn't work, turn it off and on again. Oh, now I can hear it.
Well, no, I had the menu audio.
Okay.
So.
Well, I don't remember hearing that, so.
There we go.
Okay. Yep.
I'm like, let me jump and see if we can hear the jump.
Like, can you hear? But I like that now you regenerate your fatigue even when you're jumping around.
Right.
Okay. So what are we doing? Oh, recommendations or?
Yeah, that's what I was doing for mission. That's why I'm outside Coral. I'm like, alright. It's been a couple weeks. Do you remember having a lengthy thing that you wanted to talk about? Because I know we've talked about emperors. And then, like, the dynasties and how long they've lasted. Let's see. So, I know we've talked about, like, the astrological stuff, but I heard that I was looking up stuff a couple weeks ago before I got sick, that the stars aren't actually stars, but they're tears in reality.
I told you that.
Okay, you have told me that. Okay.
Yeah. They're basically ancient spirits that are like when after Lord Cain tricked them into trying to give up all their energy to make Nirn. They caught on thanks to Magnus. Magnus left first, making the sun, and then all the other ones left, making the stars. And the ones that didn't leave were either Daedra or Aedra. The Aedra are the ones who actually died doing it. Which is funny because they're like, oh, like, it's like, the Aedra gave up their lives to help create Nirn. Even though, like, in Morrowind, you meet one of the Aedra. You meet Mara.
Yep. But yeah, Claymore. No, I'm much better than I have been the last week.
I still sound sick. Like I
well,
said.
yeah, like I said, I'm at this point. I'm at the clearing out stage, and more in a sense of actually like more than I thought I was.
Okay, well, I had an idea for something. I don't know how much it'd be. Let's see. Yeah, like stuff about the Mages Guild. And like, do you know at all who started the Mages Guild?
No, actually, I don't.
It's Venice Galarian, who was friends with Metamarco.
Ah.
But not after he became a necromancer. They were both members of the Sigil Order, and Venice Galarian is like magic should be given to the people, so he founded the Mages Guild. And then he was friends with Metamarco until he found out Metamarco was a necromancer, and he's like, you have to stop that. And, you know, Metamarco's like, no.
No.
But them both being members of the Sigil Order means that they're very powerful mages. Just in general. There is a statue of Venice Galarian. Let's see. Where is it? I can't tell from the picture.
Like you can't tell what game it's from, or
No, it's definitely from Oblivion. I can tell it's from Oblivion.
oh, you're just wondering where.
Like where?
Oh no! Good thing I saved.
Whoa, that's a lot of trolls. Have fun with that. Fire. Use fire. Yeah, Scamp would be good too because they have fire. Use your big fire spell. There you go.
No, my scamp.
They're resistant. Also, in Oblivion, the troll regeneration is real high.
I remember that. That's why I freaked out when I saw them.
Like, let's see. Troll. To the wiki. Let's see.
What is fire shield?
Armor plus fire resistance.
Okay. I couldn't remember if it was like a, you know, that type of fire shield.
Oh, like the damaging one? No.
I'm fucked.
Yeah, you definitely should not have come in here. You don't need to come in here for something, do you?
Nope. I
Okay,
was just
good.
like, random thing to come into. No, I was just doing my exploration. 3 of them though. 3.
Yeah, like right at the front door. Okay, standard trolls have, let's see, 50% weakness to fire. And where's the regeneration? It's like pretty high. Yeah, 2 per second.
Fucking A.
Which, might not seem like a lot, but compared to nothing like normal people have.
Yep.
It's like, alright, those 3 trolls can stay in that cave.
It's like, I know that cave is not good.
But the problem is, you might be high enough level for trolls to start spawning, which means you better get good at fire spells.
That's why I equipped the fire spell.
Okay. But yeah, like the Sigic Order is basically the most powerful magic in the world. Like, they are capable of hiding an entire island from the Aldmeri Dominion, and have done that multiple times every time the Aldmeri Dominion shows up.
Like, oh, hey guys, bye.
Yep, it's like, see ya. It's like, we are against everything you want. Because the Sigic Order definitely knows what they really want, which is to destroy all of Mundus. So they can be free and immortal again.
Ah! Where am I getting hit from?
Will-O-Wisp.
Nope.
Oh, okay. I just saw a glowing orb.
Oh!
I'm glad games have gotten away from repeating sound loops on hit.
Yeah.
But, like, to the point where the Sigic Order, the robes they gave you as a member made you immortal.
Oh, shit.
Yeah. Because in ESO, there's, you can meet some of the members, which, Sotasil was an unknown member. Is like an orc, and they're talking about, like, how they have to get used to being able to live a lot longer. That's for the Finger of the Mountain.
I know. I'm just...
Okay.
You know me. I'm like...
You want to hit it with a lightning spell?
This?
Yeah.
What does it do?
If you hit it with a lightning spell, you take a lot of lightning damage. If you survive, you get a spell. But I think that might be after the quest is done. Yeah, it's like, save, test it out. Do you have a lightning spell? And I think it has to be range. Or it could be touch. I don't... No. It might be like after you figured out the quest. Which is funny because it's, you need to talk to a person in the Mages Guild for that. Because you can't translate, it's in a foreign language.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, it's supposed to be, it's also that, the Sigic Order, knows about Chim. Like, they know what it is.
Yeah.
Which is amazing that, like, a normal person would know. Or, like, a group would know.
And then not do anything with it.
Oh, because they don't care. It's the idea of, like... It's like, I'm a god. It's like, the game Morrowind has proven that a normal person can kill it. Well, not normal, but a person can kill a god. Because, like, you kill Alexia in Morrowind, and you can kill Vivek if you're strong enough. So it's like, whatever. Like, we'll just stick with magic.
Magic's the way to go.
Okay, like, talking about magic, Um, Telepathy does exist in Elder Scrolls, and not just from the Dwemer. What do you think is the field of magic that uses telepathy?
I want to say alteration,
Nope.
but
Think about like how the magics work, like in general. Like it's very obvious once you actually like once I tell you. If you don't can't figure it out. Okay, now like what are you doing with telepathy?
reading somebody's mind.
No, telepathy is not just reading your mind. Telepathy is you talking with your mind. It's like in Baldur's Gate 3, where the Emperor's like, when he tried to detect his thoughts, he's like, I'm projecting my thoughts into your mind. What are you doing? So you don't need to read my mind. I'm telling you my mind.
Illusion?
Okay. Telepathy is done through connecting two different things together.
Restoration?
Conjuration.
Conjuration. Oh,
Because you're linking yourself with another thing. And one of the books, I forget which one it is, but it's one of the Conjuration skill books. I think it's it's the Doors of Oblivion, which talks about like a conjurer master and like his apprentice, and how like over time they basically develop a telepathic bond, and it's like they talk about how like that's standard for high level conjuration experts. And then eventually him going through all like the areas
Go
of
ahead,
Oblivion, you know, like
please.
all the Daedric realms, and then getting stuck in an apocrypha. And then like slowly going
found the
insane. He'd be
book.
like, every
My-
once in a while, I just hear like weird
Ah, yes,
noises from
this
him.
is indeed the correct book. You've not been able to open. You have shown yourself. Now, I must ensure. Go ahead. She
I think
was
you have to wait.
unable to acquire the book, and that. Take
I
care.
think I should check the quest because I think that
it's gone.
okay. Then yeah, it's if you give it to her, I think you could do something and get a spell.
Excuse. May I interest you in some of my fine wares?
Okay.
Fucking A, man.
But yeah, also Venice Claren was like the biggest person against Metamarco. Like literally, they fought against each other, like with armies. Let's see. Sigil. It was like I'm trying to remember what like Sigil is supposed to mean something.
That's more than I'd usually pay. That seems a fair price.
I can't seem to find it, but like there's supposed to be like that's something that like the Sigil order stands for, like just like the word Sigil.
A fine. Thank
Because it's also known as the Order of PSJJJJ, which is like, but also, they are the people who invent mysticism.
Hello. Ponditar is the...
Which, let's see.
Ah, the comely Argonian lass. You may have met her if you've ever... Good.
You've got a lot to learn.
Let's see, mysticism spells, at least in Oblivion. Detection spells, spell absorption, soul trap, reflect effects, spell effects. So like anti-magic, magic. More so like than alteration, because alteration is just like meant to protect you. Or like, you know, just generally altering. Like mysticism in Oblivion at least is like reflect spells and spell absorption and like dispelling magic, so it's like very against magic.
Right.
Which funny, it's like you are capable in this game of getting to 100% in certain effects. Like you as a Breton, if you get the mundane ring, can be 100% immune to magic.
Greeting. Why, hello. You must be new. It's so nice to see new faces. And
Or
if you ever need
what
anything,
you can also do is
just
become
let me
100%
know.
chameleon.
And if I can do
never
anything
be
for you,
accused of any
I'd be
crime
happy to.
ever,
Someday.
because no one can see you.
A recommend? Well, of course. Raminus would naturally. This is a situation we can both benefit from, associate. You do me a small favor, and I'll
Yeah, she
happily
wants to
send
find
along
you,
a glowing
find the
recommendation.
missing guy, I believe.
If you can find Jaskar, I'll write.
Yep.
He's. I
You
mean,
remember
he's
this one at all?
really disappeared. No one here has seen him in days. Volinar. If someone from the council were to stop by and find him gone, it'd look bad. Talk to the mages here and see what you can find.
Yeah, he
Please
literally
come
turned
find me as
himself
soon as you've
invisible, right?
located Jaskar.
Yep. And not by accident or anything. He's like literally hiding as a prank.
Well,
Cool. ESO has a skill tree for the Sigic Order. That's cool. Like that's, man, I wish I liked playing
Greetings,
MMOs for stuff like that.
Well met, guildmate.
Go away. You'll ruin everything.
He's like, how can you see me? I'm invisible. It's like
Go away.
detect.
My name. Look, if Volinara and Jaskar want to have their fun, fine. I'm. Bye.
all right.
Volinaro. You want to fight?
He's like, hey,
All right, I think I
found
can
him.
help with that.
Like he's
But
not
you
there.
have to
What are you
agree to
talking
do
about?
something for
I
me
was literally
first.
talking to him in front of you.
And whatever you do, you can't. That's the. You helped me pull off a little prank, and with all due, she couldn't cast her way out of a paper sack. It's insulting that she's managed to butter up the right people just enough. But we have our. I'll teach you a spell to unlock things. What you need to do is get into Jean's desk and bring me her Her room is upstairs. Make sure no one sees you. You do that for me. Let me know. Have you pulled? Just go. Her room. Bring me. Let.
Okay, like the Sigic Order, like where I was like, it's like the order of PSJJJJ. That's supposed to be pronounceable.
Oh, damn. He gave me a cheaper easy lock target.
Oh, yeah. Is it?
It's
Yeah,
literally,
it's cheaper. It's the same thing.
You know when you're done with that little task.
Yeah, it's kind of annoying how it does stuff like that sometimes. Her office is upstairs. To the right. In the area with areas with there you go. Nope, to the there you go. Like no. I would recommend at least closing the door. And there's no silent spells, so That's one thing I liked about that they added to Skyrim. The ability to do stealth magic in a way. You had to.
I had to see if I knew the book. History of Lockpicking. Like, that sounds like a skill book.
Yeah, like I said, like I think they. Here, I'm gonna look that up real quick as well.
Have you pulled?
If like the Oblivion
You've
skill
got
book
Jean's book, I see.
were
All right then.
expensive.
I'll just take that from.
Ah, dang it! The list of
Hello,
them does not
associate.
list their price. Okay. Yeah, there's really like I checked I just randomly picked on two and they were like completely different prices. Like
Yeah.
one was like less, like one was 25 gold. So like it
Ready to
doesn't have
fi-
the thing where like there's like a
Just
minimum.
watch.
Oh,
Hello there. Oh, please don't be... We just
did
got
not see that
tired
coming.
of Jean lording her position over us when she barely knows anything about magic. Every now and then...
now how much do you
we
remember
like
of the
to
actual
trick
Mages
her.
Guild quests?
We figured it was time to move Frank. This
About,
one was getting
when you come
boring
back to this
anyway,
place.
so you can tell her you found me. Well, it was fun. Farewell.
Okay, well, I will say, and me looking at it, the minimum price for a skill book is 25 gold.
Okay.
So,
Any luck
like I checked one, and all of them were at least 25.
found him, did You'll have to forgive me. I seem to have misplaced. You've fulfilled your end, and don't you forget about me once you've finished your training. Good day.
Okay, so how many more do you gotta do?
Let's see.
Yeah, like the reason I don't know what to talk about is because like I think I did have stuff prepared, but I just forgot because it's been like like half a month.
Yep. Alright. Let's go all the way south to... How do you pronounce that?
Leowin.
Leowen? Okay.
Hello.
Now, if I'm correct, that like there is a like the port part of town is like over the water, like in like stilt houses, I think.
Yeah.
That might be a different place.
This is the town that I think has a hist mission on it, right?
Yeah, I think so. Well, because it's like right next to Black Marsh.
You seek wisdom? Words are difficult. They come without my amulet, my stone to lock the voices away. Would you lift your hands to
Sure.
and seek Agatha, child?
Yeah.
She
Sorry. I've been going to sleep
Farewell,
like a regular
child.
human. I'm usually asleep by now, right?
Trust me, like I said, I've been outside of yesterday. I've been going to bed at 9:30.
Yeah.
Might help if I actually change my quest to the actual.
it's like, where am I going? I'll tell you one thing, like, I got one of the new games I got with Rail, which is like a Fallout style, like isometric RPG.
Yeah.
It's like, go here, talk to this person. It's like, okay, where, like, it'll say where it is. No markers, and the map is really weird.
Oh, fun.
Yes?
And what
is
it
there
also
something I can help
does
you with, associate?
is it doesn't tell you when the quest is completed. You just
Well,
have,
have
to
a look
kinda
around.
guess,
You won't find better prices in all
which is
Tamriel.
kind of like annoying. And the main thing I stopped playing that game for is because there is one right way to play that game.
I take it you've spoken to DeGale.
Ah.
She has
And
visions,
that's not how
for
an
lack of a better
RPG is
term.
supposed to
While they
play.
used to be helpful,
Right,
at
kinda like
times,
how,
they have lately become problematic.
Same thing with Witcher 2.
There was an
It's like if you don't build your character a
family
specific
heirloom
way.
that she wore
Yeah,
to
like
suppress
I
and
had to start
sometimes
that game
focus
over
the visions.
twice almost.
She's lost the amulet,
to
and so has lost control.
win the fight against what's his face. The big guy.
Yeah. The Snake Witcher. I
I'm
forget.
surprised
Yeah.
she discussed
his
it
name.
with you.
The
She
King
wanted to
Assassin,
keep it
yeah.
from the others. I should
Where you have to
speak
fight
to
him.
her
Like
about
I
that.
couldn't.
Yes,
Like I did. Like
her
I was like,
seer
fuck it,
stone
fine, I
is
just
missing.
restarted, like,
It's the
tried a
one
different-
thing that has
Because
kept
you
her
couldn't
visions
respec or
at
anything
bay,
with that. So,
and without it, they're near.
so I'm like,
We
okay.
haven't yet spoken
I figured out
together.
how you're
I
supposed
fear
to
they would
do
be
it.
less than accept. I will continue to tend to DeGale. Can you speak?
Yeah.
Take care.
Sabi, Count's mage and castle healer, your servant.
Why were you
Good day.
standing behind me when I was talking to this lady?
No, that she literally walked up to her, right? And like basically, I ran in front of her. I'm like, "Hey, I need to talk to you."
Okay, I didn't notice that.
Yeah, I'm the asshole in that situation.
Nice to meet you. Agata is the first person I go to when I need
That's one
something.
thing you notice, like
Maybe
the
I
difference between
She was a very
this and
powerful
Skyrim. Like
mage
Skyrim,
once, from
people
what
will
I
still move around
understand.
while you're talking.
Yeah.
But
Honestly,
All
that has
I
been
heard
more
was
annoying
Gale.
than
It was missing.
freezing and turning to you.
Calthar
Because like they'll
didn't
just
tell
be
me
like, "All right,
anything
you're
more
talking
than
to you," and we'll walk through a door and be gone.
that. I have potions and
It's like-
everything you need to make your own.
Ugh.
You never know when you might. You never know when you might need a
Oh,
good,
got a commercial.
strong potion. Best to stock up now while you can.
Oh.
May all your travels be safe.
Strassa, the mate. But perhaps you are an adventurer? Straight to the... I'm searching for some specific crystals known as Garadan's Tears.
Oh, this is a good quest.
Wonderful.
Because it got good money
I had a
maker.
good feeling about you from the moment that
no, it's just
I
kinda
want you to
interesting.
bring me as many of Garadan's Tears as you can.
Fight
I
Ice Mon
confess, I have a weakness for This is a personal error, you must understand. I'm afraid I don't know. Kalthar was talking about it recently. He's... I assure you, the gold is well worth the risk.
I heard he never spoke to the laboratory. He's certainly dedicated to his craft.
You think? Goodbye.
Boom. Hey. Damn it.
What?
No, it's just the idea that I'm basically like kicking down doors to find a specific person to talk to.
Like, hey, you in here? No. Let's see.
There's actually which is funny because that reminds me, there was a TikToker that I follow that while he was in college, he worked as a Jimmy John's delivery driver, and there was one ticket where it literally said, "Kick down the door this time." He took the ticket and took it seriously, kicked down the door, and the guy's roommate was standing there and just like, "What the fuck?" It's like, "You told me to kick down the door." It's like, as a joke. It's like, you don't understand how seriously I wanted to do that. Which then reminds me of, well, not a good person, Dane Cook.
Oh yeah.
made a joke about
Oh, wizard.
Any news about the
Something I
amulet?
can do for you?
doing a basically he's like his friend, him and his friends were talking about doing a B&E, and it's like
Now, the prophet
basically kicked down the door, and then immediately the adrenaline caused him to kick down the closet door, and it's like they just left afterwards. They didn't even touch
What's the
anything.
news from the other parts of
Oh yeah, I remember.
nothing I'd like to talk about.
See you.
What?
The save request.
Well, well. Word is finally spreading, is it? Yeah, I know all
Yeah, your
about
level,
it.
you at least get
I
800
overheard
gold for the
Agata and
quest.
Dagale talking. And you know what? I'm glad it's... Why should we be forced to work under someone who's only kept sane by a magical... She shouldn't even be here anymore.
Yeah,
Hell, the only
that is
reason her
kind of
father ever
like
fit
a
in
major
anywhere
issue. It's
is
like,
because he kept
without
a
her
low
amulet,
profile.
she's a fucking raving
And look what
like,
it got
weirdo.
him. Years of service to the Empire, and not even a tombstone over his head. Huh. At least he was able to maintain the illusion of sanity. I know. I get way too fired up over this. It just... What, haven't I said enough already? Just let it go.
Like, huh? The one person who has major issues with her in the guild. I wonder who took her stone.
Things will
Argonia is
change.
strange and yes. Is there
Right.
some? So Calthar overheard us, did he? But we never said anything about DeGale's father. How would... If there's some sort of connection between the Seer Stone and DeGale's father... In the meantime, I'll... You too.
Well met.
You seek more. I know what you would ask. You would bring light to blood ran blue and dragons flew high. Under broken towers
Kind
and
of look up
broken bodies. it
besides
now
gold. I
lies.
think gold is the only
waiting to be
reward you get for
found.
that quest.
What was my sire's must be mine if you would have the words you seek.
Because for a second I
You
thought I was
must-
like, oh, is it the Ice Blade the Monarch quest? I think it's like no, they don't
Nothing
have
has
that. in
changed.
Oblivion.
Farewell, child.
Have pity on an old war veteran. I'm only... Thank you. He's a fairy tale. Of course, it's all just me. Blessings extend out.
Besides being sick, was there anything that you can that you thought about?
I don't know if we talked about it before, but I saw on a Reddit post that it was mentioned the Clockwork City. I think
Oh
it
yeah,
was,
in Morrowind, like we never went there because that was the DLC.
okay. Okay.
Like, that's where you go because like Almalexi like basically tricks you into thinking that Silkasil is the one using the weather machine to create blight storms on Mournhold, which is Morrowind's capital.
Oh, okay.
And you find out that she's killed him a while ago, and has been doing it herself. Because it's like she's not a god anymore, so she wants people to worship her still. So she like kind of like faked it to, you know. Also, it's the idea that she actually just went crazy when she lost her god of hours. So I think like at the end of that, I think you can talk to Vivek about it.
Basically, the losing the massive amount of power basically caused her to go fucking nuts.
Well, it's more that she was so obsessed with it anyway. More so than any of them. Because, like, one of the things she says is, like, while she was killing Solstice, he said nothing. And, like, made no expression or anything. So it's the idea that he just accepted his fate. He's like, whatever, I don't care.
Huh.
But, like, the Clockwork City, I think, was made by Solstice. or at least let's see. Yep, created by Silthacell. And basically, it's like his attempts to in researching Dwemer technology. And basically, like creating clockwork, like animated creatures.
Yeah.
Which is where you fight like the. Oh God, what is it called?
The Centurion, the...
No. Like, there's two specific ones. One of them is, like, broken. The Imperfect. Which is basically the closest Silthacell came to making, like, the perfect, like, construct.
Okay.
It's, like, one of the strongest creatures on Norwend. Other than Almalexia and Vivek. Like, yeah. But, like, there's two of them. One of them is, like, broken, and the other is, like, still guarding the entrance to where Silthacell is. And then there's the Fabricants, which are, like, the raptor things, I believe. Let's see. What?
He had a silver mace on him.
Huh, okay. I mean, don't you use bolt weapons, or do you use edge weapons?
I use edge.
Okay.
Blades. Yeah. In Skyrim, I tend to prefer to use... when I'm doing one-handed, I tend to prefer to use maces.
Well, the anti-armor perk is really good.
Yep. It's like,
I mean, not against everything, but, you know. Okay, you're safe.
We've got ourselves a lion. Oh. What's the matter? Yeah.
I will tell you one thing, though, Lewis.
The best you can do.
The modless side for Skyrim has a lock-on feature that you can have.
Sweet.
So it's like you're aiming for stuff is not gonna matter. But that guy's got Dwemer armor.
It's a good thing I have a small can, empty can of soda next to me.
That's great.
Alright.
I mean, honestly, that might be better than the one you're wearing right now. Oh yeah, it's 2 to 7. Also, it's one you can fix because it's not magic.
Uh-huh.
But I will say the dwarven armor looks like shit in Morrowind. Like, and that's even compared to or in Oblivion. That's even compared to Morrowind, where like he looked like a fucking robot wearing it.
It's like, oh, here's dwarven armor. You mean basically parts of
Mech suit.
Yeah.
Which that's fine.
There's a lot of in-game perks too in Skyrim for dwarven armor.
Oh yeah, like there's the one you can get for returning the lexicon.
Yeah.
That the problem is in the base unpatched game, where dwarven armor gets like a plus 25% bonus to its armor rating. It doesn't work and applies to every other armor but dwarven armor.
Yeah.
So it's literally like one of the if you're going heavy armor, that perk is fucking great. But with the patch version, it basically puts Dwemer armor on par with the ebony armor in that game, which is like pretty fucking good.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I'm just
I like that. Like where the guy immediately switched aggro. So often I've seen like when playing like more vanilla Skyrim. It's like, alright, I'm gonna frenzy this big group of people. They'll still all attack you. Which like I find to be very and like I don't know if you remember, but or I've done it. In this game, frenzy is not a crime.
I'll send your bloody soul straight to Sovngarde.
So you can walk up to a person, cast frenzy on them, and have them attack you, and you can kill them, and it is not a crime. They might have fixed that in the unofficial patch. I don't remember. But that was one of the ways I used to... like what you do is, because there are secret agent Mythic Dawn members in each city.
Yeah.
And like once you get to a certain point, they go aggro when they see you. So what I usually would do is find them before then and kill them with that. So I didn't have to worry about them later.
Right on.
But it's like, oh, like Dark Brotherhood member. It's like Frenzy. It's like, I'm just defending myself. Like, at least in Skyrim, they're like, yeah, like, that should be illegal. Which makes sense. Like, hey, come over here. Like, yeah, stand right in front of it.
Take that!
Alright, dwarven boots.
Nice. Yeah, which means you're definitely... That's what... Yeah, I just remembered... That's what it was. Planes of Existence in Elder Scrolls. But like, which you'd think it would just be like, oh, they're different dimensions. And it's like, if you remember that picture I showed you where it showed the cosmology of like ESO, or Elder Scrolls.
Basically everything, yeah.
The Aegir are planets, just like Lorcain is the moon. So like their dead bodies are planets now. And each of the Daedric realms is another planet in the solar system. And it is kind of implied, like not directly, but like indirectly, that they're basically, like the reason they're unkillable, like usually in their realm and stuff, is because like you're not fighting them, you're fighting a projection of them from their realm.
Yeah.
Like kind of like Ego.
Yep.
From Guardian.
So.
And how many of the Daedric realms do you actually know about?
Let's see. I don't know about Azura's.
Okay.
I know that for sure. Like, I'm trying to think alphabetically, which is gonna fucking mess with my brain.
Okay, well, yeah, let's see. So, Azura, Boethia.
Don't think I know anything about Boethia.
And then Clerica's Vial.
Don't know his either.
This one, you better know. Hermaeus Mora.
Yeah. I wonder why.
Which is Apocrypha. And then Hircine.
Yep, I know Urzine's.
And then the Missing Daedra, which I don't know if you ever know about that. Ethelia. She's from ESO. She's a Daedric prince that Hermaeus Mora killed and hid the presence of from everyone else.
Ooh.
Oh, yeah, spell tome. Cool.
Disintegrate armor, 30 points on touch.
And that will actually make them unequipped if it goes low enough. But yeah, she was a former Daedric prince who Hermaeus Mora basically like took because she was the Scryer of Fate.
Ah, okay.
So he's like, I want that. And then basically erased her from all existence except for one piece of her, which in ESO you find. And like it's like a quest that you get. I will say also, 100 is not 100. It's like the health of the army. Because like how because it's more like percentage. Like it's not doing like it's like the damage armor is not like
Yeah,
that
like
much percentage.
his boots went
Yeah, it
to
took
dead.
out his boot. Yeah, he killed his boots. For some reason, his feet first.
Oh, that's a new one.
What?
Bot.
Oh, bot. Okay. Yep. Give me a second. And new. And there we go. But yeah, like I don't know if you knew about that, but like the missing Daedra, which they don't talk about because like she's literally only in that quest. And the whole idea is that nothing's known about her because Hermaeus Mora like removed, basically took like all the power she had.
Right.
Okay, then Jiglag.
I've heard, but don't know anything of.
Well, currently none, in Oblivion at least.
Oh, wait. Duh, I'm fucking stupid. Like, wait, I know who that is. That realization of, oh, wait.
The one Daedric prince that was so strong, the other ones had to get together to basically put him in a cage, not even kill him. Because it's like, okay, what's Hermaeus Mora known for? Like, mainly? Hammer's lasts twice as long.
But cannot repair magic items yet.
Yeah, that's 50. That like everything written, like all knowledge is stored in Apocrypha.
Yeah.
Jiglag's library was said to be so precise that it could predict it had knowledge from the future. So it's like it's like then clearly one has more than the other, which directly implies that they had access to things that were stronger, or at least as strong as the Elder Scrolls, because the Elder Scrolls are supposed to like see all different futures.
Yeah.
And then Malakath, definitely probably don't know about that one.
Nope, but...
Mehrunes Dagon.
Jeez.
Now it's called Oblivion, but what is it really called?
That I don't remember. I think it's on the star chart that you posted, but...
The Deadlands. And then Mathala. Which you probably don't know.
No.
And then Meridia. Moldleg Ball.
It's a fight you'll get.
Oh, that's also something I wanted to talk about. Like, you know Moldleg Ball's realm, right?
Yeah.
Full Harbor. Where it's supposed to be like the mockery reflection of Nirn.
Yeah.
Moldleg Ball. I was for the character I was making for the tabletop, I was looking up, hey, big surprise, angel names, and like devil names. And I found out that Baal and Molag and Lucifer and Beelzebub, like those aren't the devil.
No. No, they're
Like,
not.
They were what is referred to as Satans, which are fallen angels. And that there were 200 fallen angels that that fell after Lucifer.
Mm-hmm.
Moleg being one of them. You know, Moleg Paul.
Yep.
So it's like both parts of his name are two different fallen angels. I was like, oh shit, okay, that's kind of cool. Sorry, Lewis, I am not a Toontown Toon.
What?
You don't get that reference? You did shave and haircut. That dent 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 dent.
Oh.
You did with the lockpick?
No,
Shave and
that
haircut.
that was unintentional.
Okay. Well, like, all right. And that's like, if you remember Who Framed Roger Rabbit, that's how he gets him to come out from hiding.
Yeah.
Because Toons have to, like...
Yeah, it's that they're uncontrollably urged to do the tune.
Mm-hmm.
Much like how back when we did Sharded.
Yeah.
Phenomenon.
Because that's basically the same thing. And then, let's see. Okay. Nocturnal. Namira. Periite. Sanguine. You better know Sheagoras.
Mm-hmm.
You're eventually going to go there, and it's going to be your place. And then Vermina. Okay. So, there's Apocrypha for Hermes Mora. Basically where all knowledge is stored. And do you know, like the ocean of chemicals that's like you're not supposed to go into? Do you know what that is?
No.
It's ink.
Oh, it's ink?
Yes. So. And then there's the ash pits. Realm of Oblivion. Let's see. The ash pit is hard to access the pathways to its main attack on the character's level. Consume it to protect the disenfranchised and cast out. Who do you think that would be?
Boethia?
Nope. Malakath.
Okay.
Because he is the District Prince of the Spurned and Outcast.
Oh, right. I'm dumb.
Let's see. Some of these are like not very long. Like Attribution Share is the District realm ruled by Boethia. The realm of Boethia is described as a country of labyrinthian policy and betrayals, with maze gardens and twisted towers. Is formerly known as Snake Mount. So basically, it's like designed to entrap you and like trick you, and then definitely kill you. You know, being Boethia's realm. And then Coal Harbor, which is the realm of Molag Bal, and basically, like I said, it's supposed to be the mockery made by Molag Bal of Nirn. Like one of the descriptions being that the white gold tower is covered in shit and blood. Yeah. So. Which is like one of the cool things for like that Vigilant Pod. Since you go to Coal Harbor, you go to the Imperial City version. It definitely does not look like it's supposed to. like from the description. But you see the idea that what was it of why Molag Bal made a reflection of Nirn. It's the idea that it's something he can't have. At least that, like, you know, like, that's not like
Yeah.
because like the Vigilant mod pulls a lot from like anime stuff like Berserk and Full Metal, because literally it has like, I forget, like it has a full monologue that's supposed to, it's from the anime character that is said by Plano Whitestrake.
Hmm.
And then let's see, the colored rooms. A cross between coral reef and vast fields of floating stones strewn with colorful trails of dust or clouds. The ground between the stones looks luminescent water, but it's solid enough to walk on. The skies are described as floating effluvium oceans of crimson. It has been suggested that the colors of the realm are reference to different colors of magic. That is the realm of Meridia. Wow, you have a lot of Dwarven stuff already.
Yep, I'm way down.
Well, just throw some of that shit in the ground. It's not worth that much. Yeah, keep your raiment. You need that. At least until you become champion.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's supposed to be like that. So it's just like every color. Okay, and then the Deadlands is Oblivion,
Yeah.
which is kind of weird, or like like it's like, oh, that's like everyone kind of after this game associates like, oh, Mirror and Sagon. It's like is Oblivion. It's like, no, it's called the Deadlands. It is a realm of Oblivion, which is like the general name for Daedric realms. And basically, it's just like oceans of lava, and you know, very much what you see in the game. And then the Evergloom. Can you guess which one who that's for?
Everbloom or Gloom?
Yeah, Bloom.
I'm gonna guess Azura.
No, Nocturnal. Basically, let's see. Cradle of Shadows. The Evergloom exists adjacent to other realms of reality. Simultaneously, it can also be glimpsed when one turns and looks quickly while in the dark. It consists of a primary plane and several pocket realms. These realms are thought to be constantly shifting and perceived differently by different mortals. Basically, it's a shadowy forest. Let's see. It is filled with forests, which trees cast long shadows over purple landscape. The land is dotted with crumbling buildings and sunken crypts. So it's like, because it's the idea that every shadow is supposed to be like from that place, kind of thing.
Right.
And one of the interactions I like between the Daedra before is like when Nocturnal shows up, she's like, "Oh, I'm the Daedric Prince of Darkness." It's like, no, you're not. Nocturnal is, or not Namira, because it's like, oh, they're like, because there's a difference between shadows and darkness. It's like, because in Skyrim, Nocturnal like talks, not Nocturnal, Namira, God, oh, they're like, she's like, they talk about primordial darkness and the tablet of absolute darkness.
Yeah.
Or like that might be, but Boethia, I forget. But it's the idea that Namira is the Daedric Prince of Primordial, of like, is technically the oldest Daedra, I believe. Like one of the first, if not the first Daedra. And it's the idea that when Nocturnal showed up, it's like, oh, like, I rule over darkness. It's like, no, Namira does. Like, Azura and Meridia had to tell her that. Where it's like, no, there's a difference between shadows and actual darkness. And then there's the Fields of Regret. Which of the Daedric princes do you think would make you regret the most?
Fields of Regret.
Let's see. According to some sources, the Fields of Regret are not a place in the same sense that a place of Nirn is. Rather, a realm is a state of mind, specifically the state of mind of blank, which reflects on the realm and causes everything there to be exactly as they wish it to be. So it's not a realm in per se, it is a reflection of this Daedra's mind.
Look, just stop right there, all right? I can't let you leave with that amulet. I need it right now.
Realms of regret.
Yep.
Like, of the deal maker.
What, you think I didn't know what you're up to? I knew you were looking for it. I knew you'd find it.
One of the things I read about also was that Clevergus Vile
hand it over.
Doesn't make deals to trick people.
Really?
He will give you he doesn't do it to trick people. He exploits people by doing it, yes.
I took the other one,
in the sense
and
that he will give
enough.
people
I shouldn't
what
have
they,
to go through all this.
like he will give
just
people
to
what they
get rid
want,
of
but
not
not in the way that they always want it to be.
It's not
But
even as if I
more
was
often
going
than not,
to keep
he
it
will give
forever.
people a fair deal.
I was going to give it back to her once I'd gotten what I wanted.
But it's the idea that usually
That's
what
not
he
so
wants
wrong,
is not something they can actually
Once she
give him.
helped me advance out of that place and step down, then she could have it back. Why did you have to get in the way? Why are you trying to ruin everything?
It's like, basically, it was described as basically, that he's God damn it, that he is the Daedric Prince of businessmen, technically. I hate when I notice when I say a word too often. Because it makes it, I'm like,
Self-conscious.
okay, then this one's easy. The hunting grounds.
Oh, I shouldn't have made that noise.
A realm of dense woodlands and vast greenlands populated by werebears, wild cattle, and unicorns. In Oblivion, there is one unicorn that you have to kill. And who do you kill it for?
Yep.
Hersey.
Yeah.
Daedric Prince Athelia does have a name, Daedric realm. It's not described at all. It's Miramore, the Mistress of the Untraveled Roads. That's what she's known as.
Huh.
Basically, she was the... Said it again. It's the filler word in my brain for when I'm trying to think of stuff, and I hate it. But she was the Daedric Prince of, like, divination.
Yeah.
And then, honestly, other than Namira's realm, this one sounds the most dangerous. Moonshadow. The realm is said to hold too much beauty so that it can render mortals visitors half blind. It contains flowers, waterfalls, pink trees, and a city of silver. The Daedric Prince resides in a rose palace and is welcome to all mortal travelers. Basically, god damn it.
Greetings, Guildmate.
The place is
Nice
described
to
as
meet-
everything is so intoxicating that you don't want to leave.
All I heard was, may all your
It is
travels
the
be safe.
Daedric realm of Azura.
Hello, associate.
Yeah, like even breathing the air is better than anywhere else, kind of thing. So it's like everything is
Nothing
designed to
has
keep you there.
changed, Chuck. Found it, have you?
And because of my particular fears, this one is be definitely worse. The Scuttling Void,
With the voices quieted for now, the words you seek have come to
or
me.
what is also called
I
by the
must warn
Khajiits as the darkness
I've seen
behind the
things
world.
It will be up to you to just
Ugh.
be seeing you.
Which one were we talking about? Who's actual darkness? uh, Namira.
Yeah.
Let's see. Yeah. Thanks, Wiki. Very much is known of the Shadow Danger's realm. Let's see. Namira. Namira is a Daedric prince whose sphere is ancient darkness. So it's like, oh, it's all about, like, oh, they're just the Daedric prince of cannibals, because that's like always what it's about. It's like, no, like Namira's whole thing is like the wretched and filthy. Because like in Oblivion, if you're too attractive, you can't talk to Namira. Which means if your personality is too high. Yeah.
Huh.
But you can do draining effects to get rid of that. Like temporarily.
Right.
To like
They would allow you to, you
Look.
know.
yeah. Like there's one book, I forget what it's called. I think it's Prince. Or like the Prince, where a prince finds like a beggar, and he realizes that the beggar is Namira. So he follows her around, trying to have him teach her like all this, and
Stuff.
basically to the point where he becomes like a homeless vagrant following her around. And then it gets to the point where he's basically like on the ground, like dragging himself along, begging her to do it, and then that's when she finally allows him.
Huh.
And what she does is she inflicts him with every disease known to man, and that while he will not die from them, he will suffer and spread
Can
them.
you spare a coin?
And it's also the idea that one of the things I believe
Well
it's that
met.
he will also do is
I
that
don't think that guild-
uh,
you'll always get
no one will ever really remember who he is,
only quality goods for sale.
or like that he just will go unnoticed. So it's the idea that it's like the whole idea of like the beggar, like no one sees the beggar. Like no one pays, everyone walks over the beggar, kind of thing. Like
Yeah.
You drive a
and
hard
then
bargain.
the pits. Definitely not going to guess this one. Well, let's see what little that has been seen in the realms
Thank you.
resembles the Deadlands,
Take care.
which you actually do go to the pits in this game,
Good day.
and that's why it's described as the Deadlands. Because hey, guess what? Morrowind only had so much space, so they're like, yeah, just make it like that, with lava seas, volcanic, stuff like that. It is the pits is the Daedric realm of Periite.
Ah, yep.
Take a charge.
And
Just
then-
kidding.
Not the myriad realm
May
of
I
Revelry.
interest you in some of my fine
Who would that be?
Sorry, you'll have to repeat that. I was coughing a little bit.
Oh, sorry. The myriad realms of Revelry.
Jeez. Sanguine.
Yep. Which, let's see, are categories of 100,000 pocket
Can
and
I
sub-realms
interest
of
you in
Oblivion,
some
and
of
they're
my
ruled by
wares?
Sanguine. The realms are used mainly as pleasure pockets, refashioned to meet the needs and desires of the visitors. As such, Sanguine exerts minimal control over them, which aligns perfectly with his preferences. It's the idea that every person that goes there makes their
Farewell.
own realm. And it just kind of stays around.
Hmm.
And it's whatever you want. Doesn't matter. because it's hedonism in absolute, in every way. Like let's see. The waters found within the realms of Reveille are documented in Sanguine's rites and realms by the prisoner of the Evergloom. The text documents a phenomenon in which visions of ill-fated, princeless realms of Oblivion colliding with each other could be seen within the water's reflections. Okay, I don't remember that. Okay, next one.
Karan.
Shivering Isles.
Bye.
You better know this one, because I'll be mad.
Hello, associate.
Mine.
Ariel.
Huh?
I said mine.
Not currently. Not currently.
Not currently.
Realms of yeah, Sierra.
Hello there,
basically,
associate.
exactly what you
You're
see.
here.
In,
I'm afraid I haven't had time to
the
prepare
Shivering Isles
anything
expansion, where it's like
conventional.
Mania and
I'm
Dementia.
very preoccupied with this. Perhaps you can help with that, however. I'll need you to have a little chat with Varen Vamori, and you can learn something about the power of illusion.
Trying to look up.
I don't
yeah, it's
understand.
basically the
Some ridiculous
remnants of
male
the
thing, I suppose.
realm of
He even
Jiglag.
Let's see if... Good day.
Let's see, did I have a name for his? Which I was kind of upset that they didn't have a Daedric quest for Jiglag in Skyrim. You know?
Yeah.
Hello, Gil. Karandia. Bye.
Hello, associate. I'm Ardeline.
Okay, well, it doesn't seem to... They don't name it at all, but just a
You
realm of
never
perfect
know what-
order.
Take care.
Okay. The Spiral Skein.
Spiral skein. The fuck is a skein?
I don't know. Let's look that up. I think it's supposed to be like... a length of thread or yarn. What Daedric prince has anything to do with thread? It's the Daedric realm of Mafala,
Okay.
the Threadweaver. Let's see, some portions of the realm resemble a dark, sprawling cavern with high ceilings dotted with luminescent mushrooms, spiders, and all manners of crawling creatures inhabit this plane. This is the one that I don't... And tall buildings with arches and spires dot the landscape. Yeah, it's basically like, hey, here's a realm full of spiders. Like, thank you,
Hello,
goodbye.
Gilgrim.
Did you hear that someone played yet another prank on Jean Frasoric in Bruma?
And
I don't
then,
know how she keeps
for-
falling for these things.
Daedric Realms,
Of course.
the last one, the Quagmire,
Are you ready to earn...
or the Dreamstride. It's
I'm
also
afraid
known
I
as.
haven't had time to prepare any...
Which
Perhaps
you
you can...
also
I'll
go
need you to
to
have
in
a
this
little
game.
chat with Varen.
Briefly.
I don't understand. He even...
Do you remember
Perhaps
the
he
term Dreamstride at all?
Dreamstride?
Yes, from Skyrim.
Isn't that the... Where, like, you gotta go in the past through somebody's memories?
It's through their dreams. And there's Vermina is the Daedric Prince of Nightmares.
You too.
So the Quagmire is basically her realm. Let's see.
Are you so...
Is a realm of horrors. Reality shifts upon itself,
Don't
simulating
say
possible
anything to
ways
her.
every few minutes, letting flashes, and
It's
the realm
more
morphs into a
symbolic than practical.
terrifying
Take
scene,
this
each one
charm
more
scroll.
frightening than the last.
With it you should
Moral
find
sleep
Baron
often
more
slip into the
receptive.
realm without any help at all. So
Make
it's the idea
sure
that is
Baron
a
hands
plane
over
of
that
pure
staff.
nightmare that is constantly shifting to be worse upon itself.
Can I help you?
Let's see. Okay, then there's... That's
I'm
all the
glad
Daedric
Mars.
ones. Not much is known about some of them. really. Like ESO actually does quite a bit. Like they have some places where like you go to them and part of the quests. And then there's other realms of Oblivion. There are 37,000 pocket realms of Oblivion.
Take
Thankfully, the wiki doesn't list all of them.
care. Hello, friend.
What are you doing? Oh, is that the friend spell or
I
something?
don't know
Yeah.
what to say. All I
Okay.
want is for her to care about. I
Honestly,
try
that's,
and
like
I
if you get like a fortify one for
all
like
right.
100 points
I
for like
admit it.
5
I
seconds,
took it
that's
from
all you
her.
need.
I don't know what I was
Just like you
thinking,
cast it,
honest.
talk to a
I was
person.
trying to tell her how I feel. Again. And she wouldn't even stop to talk. I was a little ashamed afterwards. But I didn't know how to apologize. I'm afraid I don't have it anymore, you
For example,
see.
like of this,
I
I
sold it.
you go to one of them
Arlene, I'm
in
sorry.
this game so far. Gayer Alta. You definitely don't know what that one is, Lewis. But it's the Daedric realm made by Mankar Cameron.
What's
Okay.
new with you?
I have
It's the
heard
place
that
you
the
go to
great
fight him.
houses-
Ah, okay.
Any luck talking with Varen Vamori? Varen Vamori should give it to you. He sold it, huh? Very well. I presume he gave you some indication. And of course, please. Get
Oh,
that staff
There's
back.
a realm
It seems that
known
these
as the
are
Realm of the
turbo-
Hiss, which is basically filled with its relatives to the trees include the Hiss of Mundus and the there's Hiss within the Fields of Regret. That's great. The Hiss supposedly came to Tamriel from the realm in the Dawn era. Oh, they came from the realms of Hiss during the Dawn era. Okay,
What is it, citizen?
so the the Hiss come from a pocket realm of Oblivion.
Which
Which makes sense why they knew about the Oblivion invasion beforehand. You okay?
you would know, it just made me laugh because it's like. So basically, you're telling me that the Argonians are basically spawns of Daedric
well-
trees, in a sense.
Kinda, yes. But it's the idea that Argonians are born
Good day,
naturally,
Str-
and then change
Yes,
when they.
I
consume
have the
Hiss.
staff Baron sold me. I'm afraid I'm not willing. You
so
too.
it's like, and so
Hello.
like, I believe
What can I
the
do?
Argonians were there before.
As
the Hiss
much
showed
as
up,
I like
and
you,
then
friend.
The Hiss
Yes?
basically like, kind of like adopted them.
For me? Look, I can't just get. I'll tell you what. You give me at least a
can't
portion
just
of
give
what I
you-
paid.
okay, fine.
Say 200. That's a good deal.
Okay.
I'll
and-
just take the money from you then. And here's your staff.
Oh,
now, since our
Shaladar
business.
made his own pocket realm of Oblivion as well. I mean, Shaladar is like one of the most powerful mages in all of history.
Right.
Which one of the theories I had for Dragonborn before it actually came out was that, where they're like, "Oh, you fight the first Dragonborn." I thought that was going to be Shaladar, because
Excuse me,
Shaladar is
my
a
lord?
Nordic mage,
Okay, yeah, that makes sense.
and it is said that he created the College of Winterhold with a whisper. And like that made me imply that, like, kind of like in my brain was like, oh, like
Hello.
Bethune. Because
Right.
it's like if you're a master of the voice, you don't even have to talk loud to do things. Because it's the idea that even like yelling could like destroy mountains for a dragonborn who was powerful. enough.
Hello, guildmate.
And like
Hello, associate.
the
Greetings,
first
Guildmate.
dragonborn,
Do
would be
you
like, yeah,
have-
that makes sense.
Right.
Ah, wonderful.
Oh, that's
You needn't tell me the details of what your actions for the guild.
then
mo-
another pocket
and
realm
to
of
thank you more
Oblivion is the Soul
personally,
Cairn.
I shall teach you this
which you also go to in Skyrim.
Be seen.
Hello, associate.
Which is basically where the ideal
Greetings,
masters
Avoka.
are,
Any new
which is
books
kind of
you've been
weird because
reading?
it's like
I've been
it's
reading
where Black Souls
Fundamentals
go
about-
when they're capturing Black Soul Gems, even though Black Soul Gems are more associated with Mana Marco. But you also got to remember, Black Soul Gems are an invention of this game. Because in Morrowind, you can capture a person's soul in a soul gem if it was strong enough.
Figure it can't
Right.
hurt to look.
So it kind of like differentiated it. It like kind of split it off to be like that. Okay, so how much longer do you want to stream? Because I'm a little over halfway through this.
Well, I got Skin Grad to go for page recommendation, so.
And then there's Realms of Aetherius, which is outside of Nern,
Right.
which are the Far Shores. The Far Shores are where the Red Guards go when they die. Then Mantellan Crux. Let's see, the Mantellan Crux is a small self-contained plane located in Aetherius. They're designed as a puzzle to test those who would seek the heart of Numidian. Okay, that's what the Mantellan Crux is, where you go to find an what's it called? The Mantella in Daggerfall. In one of the things you can see, where like when you're going through there, is like this giant head, where like it has or it's like a skull or something, and inside one of the eyes of the skull is Sheogor.
Yes,
like watching you.
We can't talk here. Too public.
And then there is the Aetherius realm of the sand behind the stars, which is where Khajiits
Not
go
so
when they die.
loud.
Huh.
If it's broken, I can
And
fix
then there's Sovngarde, which you go to instead.
Can I interest you
Yeah.
in some of my wares?
Which is basically Valhalla. And then there's each of the realms of Mundus for the Aedra. But then there's
Come back. Be seeing you.
yeah, it doesn't really talk much about each of them. It's more about like the astrological, like
Locations.
yeah, like Akatosh is the North Pole Star of Warriors,
What? Who are you?
and like stuff like that.
Oh, no,
Okay.
And
that's
there's-
Adriana's job. Farewell.
Hello, guildmates.
And then there's other realms.
What is it, associate?
Artaeum. Which
I
is,
trust you have a good-
Artaeum, if you don't remember, is where all elves came from.
I'm afraid I
Yeah.
haven't given it much thought. Now that I think
'Cause
about
there
it, I
is a
do have a
difference
small
between-
problem concerning Earthor.
What was it?
Excellent. I just don't have the time to
Oliver and
search
the
for him
Ultra.
again, but I do need to consult him about some... You might want to
Like,
ask around
there's
and see if anyone can
The
be of some
Aldmer
help.
are like original elves.
Let me
like
know
that-
when
like
he's
that's
back.
like the first generation of elves.
Can I interest you
Artaeum.
in some of my wares?
And then there's the Battle Spire, which is basically where the Battle Spire is where Imperial battle
I've
mages are
thought-
sent to train, and it's let's see,
See you when he gets
Greetings
back.
of
also
You
known
want
as the
me?
Blade Castle, the Magical War Academy of the
I
Imperial
don't
Battle
mean to
Mages,
gossip.
and the testing facility.
He hasn't
Canon
shown
Sigma
up
to
here
join
in
the
a
Imperial
while.
Guard. Yeah,
I
it's
don't remember where
basically-
it is, honestly.
it's
I know
like,
it's
hey,
west
we have
of...
a secret college for the
Hey, hey,
Imperial
what?
Battle Mages. It's in a pocket realm of Oblivion that we made.
Can I interest you in some of my wares?
It's like, that's gotta be fucking hard. Like, you're like, oh, it's just Imperial Battle Mage.
Like
It's like,
too.
no.
From the other parts
No.
of town,
No,
yeah.
it's not.
It's
They
like,
say syndicates of wizards.
basically be like, hey, I'm a spec
that
ops
boycott of Imperial.
member
I hear you.
with magic.
Oh dear.
And it's also the place where,
A nice
for the,
somewhere. So we
uh,
settled down in
Battle
Bleak
Spire.
Flats Cave. Did all
and then another place
Hello.
that you,
Go
you
ahead.
were talking about earlier,
It's just
the
north.
Clockwork City.
That's where
Because the
Earthor wound
Clockwork
up.
City is
After
technically not
Adrian
a
told him
realm.
he
It's
could,
like,
you
it's
might
in its
want to
own realm.
make sure she remembers. especially the... Good luck finding
To replicate
Otho.
the mythic structures of Narn in metallic miniature.
You're
Is
here about...
supposedly existed outside
Oh, I
space
do
and
remember
time.
telling him to go there.
And in the physical world,
By
is
we,
represented
I
in the
mean
form
you,
of
of
clockwork
course.
globe that is no
I'll be
larger
here.
than a good-sized netch, which is like the giant floating jellyfish. And it requires an individual to be magically shrunk to enter. Although represented in miniature, the realm is expansive on the inside and encompasses an entire world. So basically, it's a clockwork planet that you made. God, what's the Kryptonian like city, like the major city?
Oh.
Whatever it's called. Yeah, it's like that, where it's like. And then, if you remember, the next one, the Dream Sleeve. The Dream Sleeve is where most souls go to be reincarnated,
How are you?
because it like wipes them of their memory and their past and
Okay.
puts them. And that's where Dagoth Or was. Really, like he was not. Like the version of him you fought was a projection of his physical form in the Dream Sleeve.
Good morning.
Which the reason he's stuck there is because, like I said, he did the reverse shim,
Yeah.
where like it's like I'm the only thing real, everything else is fake, instead of I'm fake, kind of thing.
Yeah.
Let's see. According to Cameron, mortals leave the dreamy sleeve of birth, the same unmantled save for the symbiosis of our mothers. So it's like that. Like that's the idea of like who were born. That's why in other schools the mother is always the race you were born as.
Right.
Oh, and then there's the Eld and Ag Avar. It is the cross. It's the Iliads basically made a space between spaces that allowed them to travel quickly. It's basically their highway system. And that's basically it for the ones that like at least seem interesting at all.
Okay.
But, yeah.
All right. I guess I'll call it here. Oh.
Okay.
Just because I'm also at my kind of my time point for needing more medicine.
Yep.
So, all right.
Well, hopefully by Tuesday you've coughed all that shit out.
God, fucking hope so. Oh.
Who are you gonna raid?
The only person that's on my list of follows, which is Geek Girl, who is currently playing through Mass Effect.
Okay.
So I will see everybody on Tuesday when we do more Project Zomboid. Probably not going to stream tomorrow. I'm probably just going to use that, take the night off, and rest up a little bit more. So I will catch everybody later.
Yep. Bye.
Yep. That is